Hello everybody, so let's get into the moment. Okay, so now, today I would like to talk about violence and negativity, this kind of dark aspect of life, and whether or not it's really necessary. Because a lot of people say, yeah, we need the yin and the yang, the dark and the light. And, ultimately speaking, I'm not sure that's true. I mean, if somebody is on the pathway to enlightenment, the less ignorant they are, the less suffering occurs until they get right to the point of like a bodhicitta or a bodhisattva or even a Buddha. A Buddha doesn't suffer. And if one person can become a Buddha, then everybody can become a Buddha. And if everybody become a Buddha, then there's no more suffering in the world, right? So in that sense, suffering is not required in the world. Although having said that, I do truly believe that every piece of pain, every bit of mental anguish, any kind of violence, whether it's verbal or physical or mental or emotional kind of violence that one experiences in the world, it's like a wake-up call. If you're suffering, it's because you haven't quite got it right. You haven't quite, your perception of life, your experience of life isn't really there. I mean, at the end of the day, life is eternal, so what is there to complain about? So, in one sense, suffering is necessary as like a wake-up call, as a lesson. But if we can get on a good path, then the smaller the path, the less we're going to suffer, if that makes sense. The path will probably start out quite wide, and then you get rid of all your kind of gross negative habits, okay? So the paths come even closer. Then you refine the good habits, until it gets so thin, the path is so straight and narrow that it's like a tightrope. It's like a balancing act. You're in the moment. You're not falling into the past, you're not falling into the future. You're here, right now, in the present moment. And I feel at this point, so long as you have good intentions, a good attitude, a positive perception of life, then you won't suffer. And at that point, suffering isn't necessary. We don't need it. Ultimately speaking, we don't need suffering in the world. But relatively speaking, because we are all imperfect, because we're all a little bit stupid, we're still a little bit ignorant, that's why we suffer. Yeah. Okay. I think that'll do for now. I've probably forgotten something, but I'll include it in the next video. Okay, so thanks for watching. Take care, be good, and suffer less.